Hello, hello, and welcome to the Introvert Social Hour. My name is Kayvana, and today I'm really excited. We are talking about Disneyland parks, Disney World parks, and all the above. So I'm really excited to talk about if there are necessarily pros and cons, just more so the comparisons of them, and really go into some of our own takes. So I'm excited to bring on Sabrina as a fellow Disney parks lover, Disney lover. So welcome back.
Hello.
We have different opinions on certain
We
things.
do.
So this will be interesting. I know a lot of listeners out there, as Disney lovers, we all have different opinions on things. So there's going to be stuff that you hear that maybe Sabrina and I agree on that you're like, I don't know about that, and
Yeah.
that's perfectly fine. We're all entitled to our opinions on that. And I will say we're in a big transition with the parks right now. I feel like so that's also
Yes.
exciting. So we'll probably talk a little bit about that as well. Right now we are recording in May. So by the time y'all get this, it will be in the summertime. So that will feel a little bit different. But just know that these are our perspectives now. Maybe they'll drop something big in the summer that we didn't know about by then. I don't know, but we'll see. They have a
I
lot
don't
of stuff
know.
going on already. So
I was like, some of these opinions I've had for years.
yes. And I agree. Yeah. I don't think, if anything, if we get into more of like the stuff that's happening right now, like
Yeah.
the Muppets is now, Muppets is now something on Rock and Roller Coaster. People are really like salty about like Aerosmith not being there anymore, things like that.
Yeah.
Which while I'm a Disney lover and a Disney adult, like there's certain things it's not that serious, but I understand why people would be, frustrated about that. But let's go into it first in regards to like just introducing ourselves as Disney lovers. If this is anybody's first time listening and they just happen to find us as a Disney lover themselves, what is your history with like the Disney parks? And what would you say, which one you lean towards more? I know the answer to that, but go for it to give them the answer.
I think my history with Disney starts at roughly like about a yearish old. I always forget how old I was the first time my parents took me. And there's a bunch of pictures of me crying with the like characters who were in like full costume because I was like, what are you? We used to try to go at least once a year, once every few years. That was like what my parents like saved up money for, was to take us. So Cassandra and I have been going, my sister and I have been going to Disney since before we could walk. Um, and I do know that that's a huge reason that, because like Disneyland is my girl. Disneyland is my girl. We were at California Adventures like when it opened, basically. Like those parks are like very special to me. I didn't get to Disney World until I want to say I was like 19, I think, the summer that we went for the first time. So I didn't get to experience it as a little kid. Um, but I'm there. I'm a magic key holder now. So I'm there literally at least once a month. I will be there later this month. I will be there so many times during the summer when I can go just on a random day. I love it. I love it. Yep. That's it.
It just has your heart. That's where
It really
you're meant to
does.
be.
I tried to not have the magic key for like a few months last year because it was like, you know what? I could be saving this money. I don't really need it. Couldn't do it.
You
Couldn't do
lasted
it.
pretty long. Yeah, I will say, to be fair, I was like, yeah, she's doing it. Like, yeah.
And then I went right back.
Validly so. Yeah. Because I can only imagine like you having a happy place to go to on a regular basis and all of a sudden it's not there. And you're like, this isn't like, I feel like you should always have something to look forward to, like whatever it is.
Oh,
Having
yes.
that to look forward to, like it's literally, I can only imagine it's like the best thing.
Yep.
For me, in my context, my history, first time I went to Disneyland and California Adventures was when I was a junior in high school. And then after that, we went again for like our version of grad night the next year. And then I went again in 2019, like 3 different times. Then I hadn't been to any Disney parks from 2019 into 2023 when we went, and that was when we went to Disney World. So that was my first time at Disney World. And now I went to Disney World twice last year.
4 times now, no? Or you just said 3?
Well, no, coming up. So at this point of the drop, there'll be 4 times, yeah. For Disney World. And I guess, what does that make Disney? Because I just went to Disneyland this past February. um, Disneyland California Adventure. So that they're almost kind of a little bit neck and well, no, not really. No, Disneyland still takes over because that's
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Six.
Yeah, but Disney World's climbing,
Yeah, it
climbing
is.
quick. Which happens just I'm now in the East Coast, so it's just closer. I will say I do lean towards Disney World. There's just more to offer. There's just like so many parks, and I love that there's no similarities between them at all.
Yes.
Disneyland just has a bit of limitation with it being like smack dab in the city,
Yeah.
So I think for me, when I'm like, what? There's not fireworks every night, and it's like, well, it's not their fault. Okay, well, that makes sense. Or like, certain things that they can't do. Um, I would say that's it. Yeah, but it's so interesting because like that's where I started. That's where I fell in love with like, oh my gosh, like I love it. Like the vibes are still very much there, but there's also just certain things that I lean towards that are at Disney World, and we're gonna talk
Yes.
about those. Yeah. In regards to the vibes, though, so the overall vibe and experience, how would you describe the feel of each park? Because I know it's like California Adventures has their own thing, and then there's Disneyland, and then there's Magic Kingdom and Epcot, all stuff like that. Like, how would you compare them?
I think Disneyland is like, if you're talking individual parks, because I know Disney World is like many, and then that is a little bit of a difficult like comparison to make. But I think Disney Park by itself is the biggest like bang for your buck, for lack of a better term, because you get so many different things. It has something for everybody. So if you aren't a ride person, you do get a lot of those immersive experiences. Where you can like sit and have something shown to you, where you can maybe do like a small ride and you're good to go. Like for the kids, it has a ton. It has like all of the graduations of like rides, because we also have the trackless rides too. And then I think like a lot of the other parks don't have as much of a balance between everything. And of course, it's like it's the original. So you also have a bit of like that claim to fame of this was the first time we did it. This we had more space to kind of allocate for this kind of thing. Like I will forever be fascinated by the fact that like Indiana Jones, you're going like underneath the ground and you're going outside of the technical park area. Like same thing with Haunted Mansion, and that's how they make everything fit. And so it's just like so cool how they do everything. And I think when you go to Disneyland, like it is the most of just like it's the most of the little like the nothing can stop us now. We don't know how. Like it's the most that of all the parks. And then California, I think as a kid, I kind of was like meh about it. And I'm not gonna lie, as an adult, it's really nice that you can have drinkies.
It's just vibes. It's just good vibes.
It's so nice. I love it because Andrew and I have found ourselves being there more often, because it's also a lot easier to do like, all right, we got 4 things we need to do. Let's go. Than Disneyland is, because sometimes Disneyland you try and then you look at those lines, and now that we are pass holders, we can't be doing those lines. We don't.
Yeah.
But I love California. I have a few questions sometimes about the artistic direction.
Yes.
And how it is significantly less California. Like I actually still remember when there was the like Golden Gate Bridge. Like I have like the smallest little tiny like little memory. I remember when it still had a lot more California to it. I remember the Bugs Land section. And so it's been interesting to see like Pixar kind of take over, and the debacle of the potential Pandora's worlds, which maybe hopefully will not be happening anymore.
Yeah.
But it's so nice. It's just, you're taking a stroll.
I will agree, because I don't know. I liked California when I went years ago, but coming back this time in February, I was like, wait, this is kind of vibe. I just kind of you chill. They have good food. San Francisco, I didn't get to really sit in as much. I wish I would have a little bit more and experience a little bit more of it. But like even experiencing it for a little bit, like that was cool in itself. It's like I said, I agree with you in direction. It's supposed to be California Adventure, and it's very much just giving adventure now. Like, you want to hop into Cars Land. Oh, here's Marvel. Oh, here's the, you don't really know what's going on anymore. Which is why when I say sometimes I'm like, oh, Disneyland to Magic Kingdom is the comparison there for Disney World. And I'm pretty sure at some point Hollywood Studios and California Adventure were supposed to be a little bit more neck and neck, but it doesn't feel like that 100% anymore. Like when you walk into California Adventures, yeah, that kind of sticks. But the minute you start diving in a bit further, it's got a little bit of wilderness here, a little bit of that there. Like nothing really is the same, which is really interesting. So I agree with that. I don't even think they know the direction they want to go in.
Nope.
Yeah. Yeah, because when I heard about Pandora, I was like, I don't understand that one. I'm a little confused. I just think they're trying to give a dibble and dabble of all the things in all the parks. And some parks are just meant to have certain things. Some parks meant to have others. So like Avatar and Animal Kingdom, that works. That makes
yes, it
sense.
does.
It looks so beautiful and it doesn't feel out of place in Animal Kingdom at all.
No,
but it wouldn't work in California Adventure.
No, Pandora in Animal Kingdom is one of the best immersion experiences Disney has curated. It is second only to Star Wars Land. And like, and even then I know some people would disagree, but I have my own little like personal thingy of why. And at nighttime, it's beautiful, but it fits right in. You can go from one kind of like flora and fauna and then move into that one and be like, this is a great transition. You tell me I'm walking through Hollywood to then get to the Na'vi? I don't think so.
Yeah. So that's why I was like, I'm glad they're rethinking some of that idea. In regards to overwhelmingness, which is very much a thing, I feel like you can speak a little bit more on it as someone who goes there frequently. Would you say when you went to Disney World and the times that you have, did it feel overwhelming compared to Disneyland, or is there a feeling either way? Does one feel busier than the other these days for you?
Oh, absolutely. I think that's actually like some of my notes for Magic Kingdom. Literally, I just have like it's a more spaced out Disney. I have the opinion that Magic Kingdom feels smaller than Disney in the like big grand scale of things, because I think a lot of the stuff that's at Disney, Magic Kingdom does in a smaller way. Like their pirates is smaller. I was like, yeah, it really is a small world out here. This is real tiny when we did that one. A lot, like obviously there is a bigger castle. I understand this. Now Cassandra, every time we go to Disney, is like, oh, she's so small. I'm like, leave her alone.
Right.
But I think like because it had more space, like actually genuine space and land, it doesn't feel crowded. Because when we went, we were there during one of their peak seasons. And I don't think we did ridiculous lines when we did have to wait in lines. I don't think we ever felt like overwhelmed or overstimulated by the crowds. At Disneyland, like it's insane sometimes how you can be bumping shoulder to shoulder to shoulder. I don't know what happened in the last year, because it wasn't like that about a year and a half ago. But I think there's just so much crowd, and it's because the park has to be smaller. It's because like the park also has a really nice loop at Disneyland, and I think Disney World does not have that loop. You go kind of like one corner and then you make your way around and around and around in one corner, but it doesn't loop together.
Yeah.
And yet you're still kind of chilling and vibing. I think because there are so many parks at Disney World, it also kind of thins the crowd just naturally, while at Disneyland, you have Disneyland and you have California Adventure. And most people are going for the Disneyland. So you always know that you're going to have a bigger crowd there. Lately, it has been very, very overstimulating. So we kind of have been trying to figure out, like, we'll always give ourselves 3 things to do. And I think that's what we did at Disney World. Like when we went with y'all, we had kind of sort of learned from our first experience with our parents, but even that one was great. We make a list. We go, what are our non-negotiables? What are the things that would be really, really cool if we could get to? What's like the stuff we're just kind of like, I don't know. And then I think with our group, it worked really well. We're like, if we needed to split up, we were super down to split up. If I was like, I actually really want to do this and I don't want to do this, which is I really want to go see Fantasmic and get us really good seats. You guys were like, we need to go on Tower of Terror again. I was like, bye, peace.
I'll save the seats.
I will go hold down the fort for us at Fantasmic. And that, I think, is what makes it really, really easy when you have those kinds of plans. But I think that that is also a result of, we used to be this was our family trip. we need to get our money's worth. So we are rope drop to close.
Literally.
And we're going to figure everything out. So not everyone approaches Disney with that kind of mentality.
Yes. Yeah, that's true. I think the more you get more comfortable just going, because I feel like even for you, you're like, oh, we're only there at nighttime, for example, or you're like, that feeling goes away, especially being a pass holder. But no, I definitely agree with that experience of like, I'm getting my money's worth. We're about to be here all day. There's no breaks.
Yes.
Even when I went with my mom, my little sister, they were like, we need a break. I was like, okay, y'all go to the hotel. I'm gonna be over here at Animation Academy, and I'll talk to you later.
Animation.
It's wonderful. I think we need something like that at Disney World. I think that's what
there used to be in Animal Kingdom. There's like a little like Rafiki's corner or something like that where they do that.
They closed it, yeah. But I also felt like it was, that's turning into a Bluey section or something, some kind of Bluey thing. But yeah, and I heard about that, and I almost went one day, but I was like, the experience is a little bit different. And so after I realized, I was like, I'm not actually gonna go. And so I actually don't regret that, even though I didn't know they were eventually going to close it down. But yeah, they're closing for some kind of Bluey something. Bluey's kind of taking over right now.
In both parks. We got a show right now for Bluey.
Yeah. So it's like, hey, okay, Bluey. But yeah, no, I definitely agree with that. In regards to the busyness for me, yeah, I think it's just space at Disneyland, like you said. Because everything does feel like right on top. Like even for example, like going to like the tiki room, like this waiting area that just feels so intensely crowded versus like at Disney World, there's like a whole queue that they have and there's more space for the line.
Okay. However, I do still prefer our queue because
but it's not really a queue.
But it's interactive. Like you have the crowded go around and you have like they're starting to tell you about this god and then about this god and then but not the same. It's not the same. No one's paying attention. No one's really paying attention at Disney World. Everyone is just with their little thing being like, when can I get inside? At Disneyland, everyone is like, oh, thank God I managed to get a seat. Oh my God, I'm so tired. And then you're there and then you're like, oh, cool. These things are falling from the like sky. How nice.
When it's busy, you're not getting a seat.
You are if you're planning it correctly. Those things are every 15 minutes. You can wait.
It was crowded. I'm telling you, it was crowded. And then on top of that, no one was really paying attention to 100%. I feel like in the queue, at least we're all standing there and it's right in front of us and that has its own area so no one can crowd around it. So then everybody, like it has its own little stage presence kind of thing. But yeah, I don't know. I think the difference is just like every section still has its own little corner versus in Disneyland things blend more. And that's probably the reason. That's why we end up like stepping on each other a lot more, kind of, bumping into things. But no, I definitely agree with that in regards to overwhelmingness. Sometimes that could be the case. I told my mom too, because she was like, oh my gosh. I was like, Disney's also just gotten like a lot more busy over time in general. Interestingly enough, even though it's gotten more expensive. So I'm like, okay. I'm just trying to finally get to the places I've been trying to get to. But I didn't think it would get even busier. Like even the quiet times are not quiet anymore during the year.
We were supposedly going on a very low traffic day and then it was so full and so busy. Cassandra and I were like, well, we gotta rearrange our plan because we're not gonna do half of the things we wanted to do today.
Yeah. See. Yeah. So that's interesting. It's definitely something that's a whole study in itself. Like, why are more people going to Disneyland? Maybe people just need joy. There's a lot going on. Let's go into rides and attractions.
I'm ready.
The first question I have.
Yes.
Which park has the better ride lineup overall?
Oh, shoot. That is literally the only question I did not answer. Ha ha ha. Because it was too hard. It's for sure not Epcot.
I agree. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. I agree with that. I would also probably say not even Animal. I love Mount Everest. It's one of my favorite rides. I'm thinking lineup though.
See, the thing is, Animal Kingdom has some heavy hitters because as much as I did not like it, and rest in peace, Dinosaur was a heavy hitter, like
It was.
absolutely. And it has the Pandora ride, the voyage of the Navi or the passage of
Navi
the
River
Navi or whatever.
Rapids.
No, not
Yeah.
the River Rapid, the one where you're flying.
Oh, Flight of Passage. My bad. Yes.
That one. I was like the one my sister can't do. That
Yeah,
one, which was incredible. Like,
that was cool.
love that one. So it has some heavy hitters, but it's not a good rotation.
Yeah.
I honestly want to say realistically, I think it's Hollywood Studios. Out of the Disney World parks. Because Hollywood Studios is the closest you get to that experience of like there's something for everybody.
The general.
You have Rise of the Resistance, you have Star Tours, you have Slinky Dog, you have Rock and Roller Coaster, which is like kind of in between right now. You have
Tower of Terror.
Tower of Terror. Like, it's not a ton, because then you also have all the kids, right?
Railway. Yeah.
You're right, that one's also there. So you have all of the different ones. So out of Disney World, I would say that.
Okay, I agree.
Out of the California West Coast, it's Disney.
Okay, yeah, because California, I think it's there for more experience versus like rides. I mean, of course you have like Incredicoaster, there's Soarin', Guardians of the Galaxy, things like that. But I even like the I got on Monsters for the first time, Monsters Inc.
Isn't it so cute?
Cool. It's so cute, yeah. But I think overall, like, not as many heavy hitters.
Did you do Goofy?
We didn't get a chance to. It had shut down. But I hear mixed reviews on that one. I've done it before, like years ago.
I love that one. Don't ever do that line if it's over 35.
Yeah, that was the issue. One, it was over at a certain point, and then at some point it like shut down. I think it was at 40 something, and then it shut down. I was like, okay, I guess we're not going on it. But yeah, that was the plan at first. Okay. No, that makes sense. I agree with that. And then even when the Monsters Inc. ride opens up at Hollywood Studios, I think that's going to be even better. I agree with that. I did say what I mentioned recently, like I don't think that it's an all-day park necessarily, because I think they're ride heavy friendly, but experience wise, they're not experience friendly as much. So you can
hot.
And it's hot. Hot. Yeah.
Plant a tree.
Yeah. So when you hit all the rides, like for example, when I did Lightning Lane, I got to the park late and I left early and I still hit all the rides I need to hit. And I was okay. I even watched Indiana Jones, and I didn't hit Beauty and the Beast, things like that. I mean, they do have those experiences too, but once again, it's hot. So everything's outside. So the only thing I could think of, and I swear they closed it down. Yeah, they did. It was the Muppets show.
Yes, they
Bubbles.
did.
Yeah. And that's becoming the Monsters Inc. ride.
Muppet 3D Vision. The whole Muppet area got closed down, and all the Disney World millennials were very sad about it.
Yeah, and that was a really cute show. But they don't have a lot of inside experience.
I'd never seen it. I know like the concept of the experience. I know it's, but we're not Muppet people, unfortunately. So we were just always kind of like, okay.
Yeah, I could go without. Yeah, I literally only seen it because I knew it was closing. I was like, let me finally experience it. I think the cutest part was that the bubbles came down at the end. So I like those things. But yeah, that was like when you need some AC, that was one of the places.
Well, that's why we took you to the like Walt Disney World, or to the Walt Disney, like the Walt Disney, like
Imagination or like
something like that. Exhibit. That Julie Andrews narrates. We took you guys there because I was like, we are in desperate need of some AC. When we were in line to meet Ariel, also wonderful because that was in AC.
That whole area, because you could also walk around and look at like the pre-built stuff for the park. But other than that, like there's not a lot of inside places like you're cooking. So I think that's why experience-wise overall, because at least in other parks, Animal Kingdom has some stuff, but at least in other parks you could be like,
Epcot has so many things.
Let me sit down and watch this. I love a good nap at Epcot. The Canada experience, they have another one for like literally like they have a lot of inside stuff where you got either stand or sit on the floor, but even then I don't mind that. But yeah,
nope, you will take a nap right there on the floor, crisscross applesauce.
Love with some AC. Need some good AC. Yeah, that's why I was like, I'm trying to avoid Disney during the summers now, because that's like all I've ever experienced is Disney and heat, and I'm so tired.
Yeah, it's kind of the only time I can like properly experience it. So I'm always stuck.
Yeah, because even September is still rough too. It's like
yes.
what would you say is a ride that one park does better than the other? Like there are some ones that they have the same of. I know you
Pirates.
mentioned Pirates. Okay, see, okay. So
Pirates.
can you
Pirates,
explain
pirates,
that
pirates.
further? Like, 'cause is it just size wise or what is it?
Um, it's just size wise. I also think the queue, I think there's just always something that feels a little bit missing. And I've only done it twice. I've only done Disney World twice, so I could be misremembering this. It's been almost 3 years since my last visit, but I just feel like it doesn't. I don't know. It just there's something missing in it. Also, I can't point at the thing and go, "Hey, did you know that that's a real human skull?" When I'm in the Disney World one, and that is a fantastic part of the journey for me.
Mhm.
Um, and it's just smaller. I love the length of it. It is such a solid nap time if you were trying to take a nap. Cassandra takes a nap on my shoulder every single time we do Pirates of the Caribbean. Um, and I think it's just missing a little bit of like, I think it's a little bit of the experience. I feel like the queue, especially, doesn't lead me into it as much. And I know that the Disneyland queue is not great. It will often span over that bridge. But like, it's that moment that you hit the inside and you smell the smell. You smell that water and that chlorine, and you're like, ugh, I'm at Pirates. This is Pirates. And I
Yeah.
think that is what I felt in the times we went was missing from the Disney World one.
Okay. I can see why you would say that. I will say we weren't able to go on this time around because
Mhm.
the lines were like for
Yep.
me Pirates, if it's anything over like 30 plus, I'm like even 20, 25, I'm like I wait in line for 15 and I think that's all I'm willing to do, but it was like over like 30 at all times, so we didn't end up hitting Pirates. But for me, I remember like it's funny to remember like I'm like, oh yeah, it's like an actual building and then you go
Mhm.
inside like so because that's not how it operates at Disney World. Um like Magic Kingdom, it actually looks a little bit more cabiny, it feels
Yes.
like. And then it's a little bit more yeah, the queues are completely different. I will say, is it Disney? My brain's confusing them. Which does Disney have the restaurant you pass by or no? Or is it
So
just
Blue Bayou is
mhm,
inside it, but
yeah.
it's further in. So it's like actually in New
Mm,
Orleans Square in that area with all the stores. So
okay.
when you leave the ride, you walk by the entrance if you're heading towards like the beignets.
Got you. Yeah.
Um, but you don't walk by the like restaurant. That's not the restaurant that you walk by when you're in the line.
Okay, cool. That's what I was wondering because I was like, that's the cool part I do like about the Pirates.
Mhm.
Is that like you're like, oh, there's people eating. Okay,
Yeah. Oh,
when we're
I
at
need to do
Magic.
it once in my life. My mom and
Mhm.
I, we're gonna go.
Yes, and just sit and just see people riding by
Mhm.
on boats. But I would say that's one thing I like. But I can't really speak further because it's been a minute since it's been 2019, so it's like 7 years since I've been on Pirates Disneyland version. So I
See,
can't speak to.
that's my like you're at Disney and you know you're at Disney because you're on Pirates of the Caribbean.
We really wanted to go. I really wanted them
I
to
know.
experience it because I was like, you gotta experience the Disney water, like outside of just, you know,
Well,
right? Like we did Small World and stuff, but it was like the Pirates, so it just never happened.
mhm.
It was busy. When I tell you February is supposed to be the quiet period, and it was not
I know.
quiet at all. So that threw off some original plans we had. We didn't even get to do Rise. Like it's just not happening.
Yeah.
Um, but I'm trying to think of if there's one for me. So you mentioned Pirates. I think I will say this. And this is just not the ride itself, the experience of the ride. The fact that Rise doesn't have a single rider's line at Disneyland,
Correct. Correct.
yeah,
Atrocious.
atrocious. Because that's like I feel like they should definitely have one. There should be no reason stopping them. Maybe it's the way that they've set up the ride that they don't have a way of entering
Think
anyone like that.
so.
That is maybe my one thing that maybe is that could like actually like give them a reason to maybe they didn't have a background
Yeah.
setup for that. Because
Um,
when you have single riders at Disney World, um, they're like, oh yeah, let's take you this way. Take like they have a setup. Yeah.
I have two others. One where Disney World does it better. Disney World is better with Tower of Terror. Tower of Terror is much better than the Guardians mission whatever.
Yeah.
Um it is terrifying both rides. I
Mhm.
hate so much.
Yeah.
But Tower of Terror is just better. It's
So
just
yeah.
better. The facade is so cool to look at. The fact that they have like a random silhouette at one of the top windows at night. I was like, this is scary, guys.
Yeah.
Picture of it, a little video. We were leaving Phantasmic, and I was like, that's supposed to be a ghost? I don't like this.
I never even realized that. That's funny.
You have to look when you go. When you go this month, you have to look at it. I'll send you the video so you can like know where to look, because I still have it on my phone.
It's probably in my pictures too.
Creepy.
I probably never noticed.
I think that Hicks mission, Dropout, whatever, but and then I think Disneyland Toontown does a way better job with Mickey's Runaway Railway.
I agree.
And it's 100% the queue. I know that they needed a space to put it in, and that's why it went into the Chinese theater in Hollywood Studios. But they did nothing for it, really. Like, they just kind of were like, we're just going to put this here where the old ride was.
And here's a few posters.
And you got to see it, right? You guys got to do that. It's incredible.
I was like, I get it. I understand. It's like literally like night and day. Like you said, like there's actual like I was like, oh, I'm like in like a little theater. It's setting us up to be in a little theater. There's a little fake concession stand. And then like you said, the posters, like the High School Musical poster, but Goofy movie style. Like, you know, we have some posters in the Hollywood Studios version, but it's very much just like, let's throw some stuff in real quick. It's still very much was obvious as like, hey, we're putting this ride into something that was in existence before.
Yes.
We know it doesn't 100% make sense, but this is what it is, versus like really switching things up. They kind of took the simpler route, which I get. It's the quickest way to, you know, get the ride back up, less construction, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah,
people complain about that as well. But I 100% agree. Yeah, I do like the experience of the queue better. In Toontown, that was my first time in Toontown.
Oh, actually. Really?
Yeah. I hadn't been before. For whatever reason, in those times that I went, we just never went that far back.
Well, that makes sense. That makes sense. I think prior to the refurb and the like reconstruction, because you've never seen the original Toontown then. It was very similar vibes, but it is distinctly different. Now it looks so much more like a park and things like that. It always was very like, oh, that's for the kids. That's the kid area. Because all they really had was Roger Rabbit, but that's not really for our generation anymore. I think like we were the maybe last few who could have grown up seeing Roger Rabbit as a core childhood movie. And that's all they had. So yeah, I guess that makes sense that you did you guys have you not gone through the houses then?
No, we did go into Mickey's house.
Okay.
Because that's how we got our picture with Mickey. We were supposed to go through Minnie, and that was my fault. It was like I thought the line was somewhere else. We ended up moving, and then we was like, oh, that actually is a line, and then the line got longer. And so I was like, okay, let's just get into the Mickey line then. But we kind of got snippets of what Minnie's house looks like, because it's not that big, you know. It's like
no, it's not. She's not.
But yes, no, we did.
I have a picture on her couch. I'm like all of 3 or 4 years old, where I'm just like,
not happy.
Because I was like, I'm hot. Don't make me move.
Yeah, like I'm tired of this. But no, it's whatever it was before. I think they did a great job, because even my mom, when we walked in, she was like, "Oh my gosh, it looks like this." You know, it's like a really nice day outside. That fake sky blends in with the real sky really nicely.
Yeah, it does. That's always been there. That's always
okay, cool. Okay, yeah, and then like with the rest of the buildings and stuff, that one's like a truly immersive experience.
Oh, it's
the minute you walk under that bridge, you're in a different place. Yeah,
absolutely.
So I think they did solid with that. So I agree with you there. In regards to other ones, I don't think, if we were talking about lands, I do prefer Magic Kingdom's Tomorrowland, which people may or may not agree about. But we got like People Mover, we got Carousel Progress, we still got
People Mover by itself wins.
Yeah, I was like, we just have more in Tomorrowland.
Yeah, Tomorrowland is just there. They've done nothing to it. That People Mover is fantastic.
It's wonderful. Yeah, plus like there's Tron and stuff. Because it's so funny, because once I walked through Tomorrowland this past time for Disneyland, I was just like, it's small.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I was like, and then they made the stars launch or whatever.
Star Wars Bay, like the Star Wars Bay launch or whatever.
That could be, we make that into something. Like actually honestly. Something. Yeah, I think that's a waste of space for sure that they could use. Make it better. that used to be Carousel of Progress, right? Do
I
they
don't
have them there?
know. I don't remember. I do know that it used to hold like exhibits. So like one time we went in because it had Marvel exhibits. So like we were able to walk around and look at all of the like look at some of the costumes and some of the
Mhm.
props, and like every once in a while they would change things out.
Yeah,
But I don't remember
it did. But
it
it was
ever being
like
anything else.
it was before our time though. It didn't last very
Mm,
long, which is intriguing. Like it's interesting why like we still exist at Disney World, but they completely chopped it. Like, and
yeah.
it says 1973 is when it stopped being a thing
Oh
there.
wow.
Yeah, and then like you said, it went through a few different versions. Um, but yeah, no, I remember like hearing that history. I was like, it looks like it used to be Carousel of Progress when you look at the shape of things. Like it makes sense. On the outside, because I've never actually been inside that building at Disneyland.
Mhm.
But yeah, I think they should make it into something again, because even like the exhibit, like that would have been a cool place for people to go chill and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's intriguing that they decided to take that out. But yeah, are there any rides that surprise you when you experience them? Like any rides you're like, ooh, I feel like Tron is maybe one, but also there's pro and a con to that in the
Yeah,
surprise.
so it's so short.
Yeah.
Guardians. When we went on Guardians, zero expectations, zero
Agree.
understanding of anything, and all of us got off that ride of like that was just the greatest thing we've ever done.
Hmm.
It was so incredible. And I'm not a Guardians of the Galaxy fan like that. I love like the soundtracks of those movies. I enjoy those movies. But the structure of it, that I always forget what that kind of roller coaster they're making now is called.
Yeah.
I know that's what the Fast and Furious one at Universal is going to be.
Yeah.
It was incredible
So fun.
to experience. I feel like it was very reminiscent of my experience on like Everest and the Pandora, the flight
Flight of
of the
Passage.
whatever, that one. Because on that one I legit laughed out loud because I was like, oh my goodness, this is the closest I'm ever gonna feel like I'm flying.
Yeah.
As someone who's always wanted to like have a dragon and ride a dragon, that was the closest I'm ever going to get.
Mhm.
But that I think because most of the stuff at like Disneyland is cute. Oh, cars. Oh
Ooh,
my goodness,
yes.
cars. I think
That's a fun
my
one.
like jaw was just like my jaw dropped at the beginning of that ride and it never like recouped. I
No,
was
it's
just in absolute awe the entire time I rode cars.
so good. Mm. We need that
I
at
don't
Disney World.
I hope the cars portion that y'all are losing the Rivers of America to will
It's
be
not gonna be that. It's gonna be a Cars ride,
will
but it's not
will
gonna
be
be.
equally as impressive. But yes, it will be
We'll
something
see.
different.
I don't. Based off what I saw of how the ride is gonna be, I can't remember off the top of my head, but I remember being like, "Oh, it's not gonna be the same. It's not gonna be the same
Mhm.
vibe." But no, yeah, that one's top tier. Even my mom like really liked it, and like you get a little bit of calm, chill in the car, and then you get a little bit of race experience. It's also really pretty, and then also like when you actually get into the actual like visual effects of it all, like the actual imagineering of it all, like that's
Those
just really cool and really
those
immersive.
cars. Mater's there. Mater's real.
Yeah,
I'm getting actually pulled over by the cop car whose name I forgot.
right.
Like
They're actually fixing the car that I'm in as we speak. Like when we were doing the lifts and shit, shit, shit.
Doc
Like, oh,
Hudson is wishing me luck. The Hudson Hornet is right there.
literally, it's so cool. No, I agree with that one. If you, um, hmm,
Wait, no, what was yours?
yeah, that's what I'm trying to think. For sure, Guardians, because I
Yeah.
also didn't like you said, we all went. We were like, we heard it's a good ride. We don't know 100% the experience just yet. Maybe we saw snippets, but it's just different. Actually, sitting and feeling it, you can only see so much. It was still pretty new at that time because we still had to do virtual queue.
Yes.
Um, I think Tron, there was more disappointment than appreciation just because of how short it was. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, it's done. I was like, I was
Yeah.
having fun. We just got started. So that's where my experience lies with that. Um, and I think Tower of Terror before. So my first experience with Tower of Terror was at Disneyland. or California
Okay.
Adventures before they closed it down and switched to Guardians. I remember hearing about that. I was like, that is a bad idea. Because I really enjoyed it. Because I remember the movie. It's so like that, or like it was still a movie.
The
Yeah.
shows.
Well, I thought that the episode or like the storyline is based off of it. Didn't they make that a movie? Or
Ooh, I
was
don't
it still a
know. Because
show?
I know it's the Twilight Zone Tower of
Yeah.
Terror. So I have no idea.
Yeah, it was a film. Yeah,
Okay.
a film. Because I remember them playing it on Disney. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I would not have known about that because for me, Tower of Terror, Skellies. So
Should
we can
we
watch
add
it.
this to
We can add
our?
this to
Okay,
our
cool.
October list. Yes,
I haven't
absolutely.
watched it since I was a kid, but I think it's because I always remember like it being spooky yuki.
Yeah.
Uh, I would say that, yeah. Tower of Terror, I really enjoyed when I first experienced it. Really, I agree with the ones you said. Really love Cars. Really love Guardians. Tron is a hero there. Carousel of Progress is just that was a surprise. I thought I'd be so bored, but it was quite enjoyable.
We had a great experience. We had a
We
great
did.
first experience. How many go rounds does it take for us to realize this ride is broken?
Yeah, but I love a good broken ride experience
Yeah.
because you get something out of it that you don't like usually get. Like I've
Right.
experienced Space Mountain with the lights on. Like,
Yes, that's
yeah,
terrifying.
yeah, because then you look and you're like, oh,
You're
how
like,
high am
ooh.
I? How many poles or
No,
things
I
are
like
under
how
me?
close those things are to you. I'm like, really, no one should be raising their hand.
I'd be afraid.
Um,
Yeah.
I dream of one day getting stuck on Pirates of the Caribbean, and I know that's insane. I know this is a very like I just want to get stuck so bad. I want to like have to be evacuated so I can go in the tunnels. I want it. I have been so close before. It has closed down within like an hour of me being on the ride, and I'm always just like, why?
Like I was, yeah,
I was there.
I was almost there.
People Mover. The People Mover.
Ooh, yes.
The loudest what I've ever released in my life.
Yeah.
You are now about to enter Space Mountain. Excuse me?
How? Yeah.
What?
Then you hear people screaming, ah.
Yeah, you see it. And you're just like,
like, how did they do this? Yeah. That goes places that we just thought it was hitting like a little cute loop or something. And then you get way more. You get some history on the plans for the park, things like that. No, that was really cool. I really like the People Mover.
That's one of the things I'm looking forward to the most on my next Disney World trip. I'm so excited to go back on that People Mover.
So, because did we only do it once, or did we end up going back?
I think we only did it once because we needed to do other things. But like it was one of those things where we were like, maybe we come back.
Yeah, no, I love that. Like last time, I literally remember I went for the first night. I went for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party, just chilling, waiting for the party to start. Went on the People Mover because it was quiet that day, and not a lot of people go to the park because they know it's a party that night. And I kicked my feet up on the other side for the seats, and I'm just chilling. It's just like the
incredible.
Best. Yeah.
I'd like to be on it during fireworks one day.
That's a wonderful experience. Yeah, I did that. I was like, I've seen Happily Ever After enough times. As much as I love this show, I was like, I want to experience it during fireworks, and I did that, and I was like, yes. I missed Tinkerbell. I was trying to time it to see Tinkerbell fly by, but it's fine. That's a hard. It needs to be like perfectly timed kind of thing.
Yes,
but no, experiencing during fireworks is really fun. I did that on my one-day trip. Yeah. In regards to if you only had one day, where are you sent? Like, where are you going for rides? If you're like, I have one Disney day, I can only go to one park.
Out of like all of them,
you could do Disneyland versus Disney World to make it a little bit easier.
Yeah. I'm picking Disneyland.
Okay.
I think I have to choose Animal Kingdom. Even though my favorite ride, hands down, is Guardians. I think I have to choose Animal Kingdom because it's got the two. It's got my two. It's got two of my three.
Yeah.
And I think I have to do that one just because I love those two rides so much. Because I'm like, Epcot, it's got Guardians, but what else does it got? Test Track is like down for the count at the moment, isn't it? Or is it back up?
Test Track is back up, I
Oh, is it
believe.
back up? Okay.
Yeah.
So it's got like those two. Um, yeah, Hollywood, it's fun, but a lot of them are ones that I can get back here. I can get Rise back here. I got Rise at home.
Okay.
And Magic Kingdom is also cool, but it's also got a lot of the similar things.
Okay.
So for rides, rides, Animal Kingdom, Everest, and the Flight of Passage. I did it. It took a second. I did it. Flight of Passage.
So I will say, so Test Track, if you're thinking about the big refurbishment they did, I was able to ride the new version with like the new updated
How
stuff.
is it?
It's regular, like I was like, this was cool. I could have done with or without it. But no big change for me. New cars. It's very current times now, which is very obvious. New sponsorship and things. It looks different. But so it is up. I agree with that though, which is why I say Epcot is not a full day kind of situation because it's not heavy on rides. It's more so just shop, eat, experience, kind of things like that. And I think being there for festivals is more fun because there's a little bit more to do. In what I was Mount Everest. This is what I meant to say when you're talking about ride shutdowns. I recently saw a video of Mount Everest being shut down, and they got stuck at the top right before they go backwards. Who would have known? The cast member was like, "Who can go down 14 flights of stairs?" What? But yeah, it's just like there was just so much. Like, it's so intriguing to see the back of everything and like the inside. They have a Yeti drop zone, I guess, where it's more likely for people to accidentally drop stuff, like because there's like a area, and so when you get to the bottom. It's like a space like please don't stand in that area for the ride for cast members who are possibly like going through it so bad. No, it's really cool. I love Everest. I was able to ride like 5 times last time I went. I was like, let's go, short wait time. I kept going back. But if I had to do one, I just love Magic Kingdom for the experience. I really do love like being able to go see the shows. Was it Mickey and Minnie's Magical Fair or some Friendship Fair or something like that, where they do the show in front of the castle. Like I said, I love a good nap. So chill spots, People Mover, Carousel Progress, Tiki Room, being able to go on Pirates or Haunted Mansion, things like that. I would say that is probably it for me, but it could change on vibes.
Yes.
So that is something that's possible because if I'm like, no, I really want some heavy hitter rides today, then I'm going to probably Hollywood Studios. I just really love Rise. I'm not even a huge Star Wars person, but Rise just
it's so incredible. So cool. It's incredible.
Yeah. Plus, they also have food and stuff too, like pretty like decent food options, and also like really good shops. I love watching Indiana Jones. The Ronto wrap is good. I tried the breakfast one. Do you like the breakfast one? Do they have a breakfast version?
I've never had the breakfast one before.
I don't like it. It's so interesting.
Yeah. I'm not an egg person. You know this.
It doesn't. So. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's fair. It just doesn't hit the same.
No.
So I'm glad I tried it and got to be able to tell myself, yeah, don't do that again. I'd rather stick with the tots at the near Toy Story.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh, also that too. We got Toy Story. That's a big immersive.
I love situation. Slinky Dog. Like I love that whole area. I think it's so cute. It's so good. That's the thing. Like I don't know if you have experienced this in the times like so now that you are like a very regular goer. But I always kind of have to defend Disney a little bit to people. Because they're always like, it's just for kids. Like, it doesn't have any, like, real rides and things like that. Like, first of all, no, it has real rides. It's just you're looking for intense rides.
Yeah.
I was like, but you don't go to Disney for just a pure ride experience. You go to be immersed. You go for the storytelling. I was like, you go for that moment when you're walking. And this is my favorite, like one of my favorite memories, will always be my favorite memories, when you're leaving Critter Country and you can hear all of the like bugs and the like audio and things like that. And then all of a sudden you're hearing Star Wars because it is such a distinct shift and noise. And for people like me,
Disney sound.
You told me about listening to the ambiance of Disney, like finding a playlist and working to it. I was at a coffee shop yesterday morning grading, and I put it on.
Yay.
It's like, I don't know why I haven't done this before. Let me do this. And it was fantastic. Yeah. And that's what you go to Disney for. You go for that magic of being transported. I am on, what's the planet's name in the Star Wars land? I always forget it. Ugh, whatever that is.
More than me. Yeah. Okay.
I'm in a castle. Like that's another thing. I love that we can go through the castle at Disneyland. You can do the little like Sleeping Beauty story.
Yeah.
I'm in Hollywood. I'm literally watching Indiana Jones save somebody from all of these different things. Mm-hmm. It's just when you were in the place, you were in the place.
I just had a moment. Sorry. How did I not talk about Indiana Jones?
I don't know. I guess you're a fake fan. I guess you're a fake fan. I guess you don't.
Bananas. I talked about the show, but I didn't talk about the ride. Forget about everything else I said. Sorry. My goodness. That's hilarious. So that's actually probably one of my favorite rides. So actually scrap everything. Guardians, Indiana Jones, Guardians specifically. Oh my gosh, what is the actual name of it at Epcot? I can't think of it.
It's Guardians Rewind or Galactic Rewind or something.
Cosmic Rewind. Yes.
There you go.
Yes. We got it. But yes, I would say that. Yeah, Indiana Jones is so fun. People are mad about Dinosaur, but I'm like actually really think that Animal Kingdom need Indiana Jones.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I was fine with that. I like Dinosaur, but Indiana Jones better.
Out at me.
Yeah.
No.
It's way better, so I'm really excited about that. But sorry, going back to the ambiance thing, I 100% agree. My mom, who hadn't been since she was 8, she by the third day, she was tired, of course, but also she was just like, I could just sit, get some good food. She was like, I don't need to go on any more rides. I'm just chilling. We got her a pizza flop from like Daisy's Kitchen or whatever in Toontown. They have the gluten-free options. Moving into food and snacks.
Yes,
they have wonderful gluten-free options, and they have really good care with their gluten-free products. Mm-hmm. So like it might take a little bit longer when you do that pre-order situation. But that's because they're really taking care of not contaminating and cross, all the stuff like that.
California Adventure has really good options from what I've been seeing.
Yes.
As well.
Mm-hmm. Like we made sure, like she did some searching and I sent her some stuff too, which is how we found out about the pizza flop. Cause there's also, Jarendale, hashtag biscuit.
Yes, that's why I see it. It's from him. Yes.
He did like gluten-free, finds at Disneyland and California Adventures. And so, we were able to find her some stuff, but they have some solid options there. Also the pizza flop, fire. I don't know if you've ever had it.
I haven't had food in Toontown before, but I will be keeping this in mind.
Yes, the pizza flop is good. They have a regular like pepperoni, and then they have also like a chicken. I don't know if it's chicken and bacon ranch or just chicken ranch, but I didn't try that one. I just tried regular pizza, but they have like little garlic, cover, and some, like a pizza with crust and stuff. But it's a flop. So that was really good. But what would you say, which park wins on food?
This is like the hardest question in the entire world in the universe. Because
well, if you want, you can do favorite snackies then. Which are
I was like, because I'm not really a food person when I go to the parks, which I know is insane. But that's coming from like, I was raised on like very like budget friendly trips. So we were doing a lot of our snacks. We were doing like, hey, we brought like a little sandwich so we can have like a good meal, but just one. Yeah. And like with picky eaters, I would go with picky eaters. So snacks, my churro. I love my churros. The popcorn. A popcorn while you sit for the parade, nothing hits as amazingly as a popcorn while you're sitting for a parade. Or you're getting ready to go home. You're going to hop on the train so you can go all the way to the front and you grab a popcorn so you can munch it on the train as you're going by and watching everybody else. I love a round toe wrap. I think that's probably just by definition, whatever park has a round toe wrap. So Disneyland and Hollywood Studios, automatically top tier. Mm-hmm. I love that round toe wrap so much. I love the beignets. Up until we were pass holders, Cassandra and I would do a tradition because we were there rope drop. Mm-hmm. We'd rope drop Indy because that was always our rope drop option. I've only ever done something else twice. Okay. Rope drop Indy, pit stop Pirates. As we're getting onto Pirates, order the beignets, and then do our morning beignet with a hot cocoa.
Oh, nice.
Now we don't do it as much. A Dole Whip. That Dole Whip.
Dole Whips are good.
My father sometimes talks about the Dole Whip, and that's a lot because that's not the way this man is. He's one of my picky eaters. So I just I can get that anywhere. So I'm usually pretty okay at any park. But shout out to the barbecue mac and cheese that we had at Animal Kingdom.
Snacks. Yeah. And the something really simple, but their corn, they have like a corn on the cob and they put special like seasoning on it. Kind of got a little hint of spice to it. At like a Harambe market cart or something like that.
What would you recommend to me? Because you've been to Disney World more now. Like, what is your park or what is your food that you're like, you have to get this next time you go?
I mean, so Epcot is a hard one because they're just meant for food, like especially for the festival. So I'm pushing that one to the side.
I'm following your example instead of drinking around the world this next time because I did that. I'm gonna eat around the world like you did when we went.
Yeah, they just have solid options. Like no matter what you want, there's something for you. Like if you go to France, you got dessert galore.
Yes.
But I feel like Hollywood Studios is fine, but there's pretty limited. It's pretty regular, basic food. I feel like Magic Kingdom kind of basic too. So I'd probably actually say Animal Kingdom has the best like variety as well.
Okay.
But I would say Magic Kingdom, their Dole Whip, they have a specific one called I think what's the mark, like Sunshine Mark or something like that. It's a Dole Whip, and I don't drink soda, but it's like a float though. So it's like a strawberry soda float. They put some like little poppy rocky things on it. That one's
I've seen this one.
Best.
Okay.
That one's the best. But they have I feel like they have more Dole Whip variety.
I'm gonna see if they have that because now we have the new little where they used to have the Aladdin show years and years and years ago. They have a tiki bar. Did you see it?
Yes,
they have that's where they have the lumpia. That's where they have different kinds of Dole Whip, but they cycle and they only have 4 options. I'll see if maybe that's one of the options.
Okay, yeah, I would say definitely check it out. I didn't see I don't think they have the specific one that I'm looking for, but they'll definitely for sure provide more options. There's also a place for Animal Kingdom. So Animal Kingdom, like you said, the barbecue mac and cheese. They got the corn and other cool snacks. Oh my gosh, I can't think of it. It's in the Avatar world. And it's a dessert. And it's got pineapple in it with a custard. And it starts with a P. It's not Pumbia, I don't think. It's but whatever that is, that one's also really good. At Animal Kingdom, there's just so many more fun snacks because when you're in Hollywood, it's outside of the Ronto wrap, which is really solid. You're getting very American food. You want pizza, you want burger, really regular.
We found one place that had those noodles, and that was really yummy. But we had to work to find something that was not just burger.
Yes, exactly. So it's very Hollywood, very American, in regards to food overall. Magic Kingdom has some fun stuff as well. I will say at Disneyland they have those it's by a Small World, these little bratwurst little.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Same place they sell the turkey legs and stuff.
Yeah. It's it's like the troubadour snacks. I think that's where that one is.
Yeah, they have they have some garlic. I love bread, even though it's not but they have a really good garlic bread, and you can get the garlic bread with a bratwurst kind of sausage or something inside of it. I had that while watching the parade, and that was really cool. Turkey leg, of course, but I feel like you could eat that with multiple people and just pick off of it.
I'm not a turkey leg person.
Yeah.
I sometimes see people. My mom is, so sometimes she goes, "Should I do it?" I'm like, "You're not going to finish it, and you're going to feel so bad."
Yes.
She's like, "You're right. You're right."
Exactly. That's why I was my mom did try it though. My little sister shared it because who doesn't? It tastes good. I tasted some pieces.
Yeah.
But I was I don't need a whole turkey leg, so that's why I hadn't had one ever until actually this past trip because I'm by myself.
Yep.
So I don't need it. I do want to get into shows real quick before we do wrap up, because we didn't talk about them too much, and I feel like that would be unfair. Which park does fireworks better? What's your take on
Disney World?
Thank you.
That's Magic Kingdom does because they have happily ever after.
Yeah, it cooks.
they have happily ever after. I think the way to wait for the fireworks is also way better because
I
they let
agree.
us sit. They let us sit at Disneyland. You can't really do that. And people
Yeah.
are insane and they wait like 3 hours before. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, stop this. Happily ever after.
Yeah, I agree. And I also thank you for mentioning that too. The spacing thing is so weird. Yeah.
Yeah, it really, really is.
I think because things are so back to back to back, the way
Yeah.
they function is a little bit different. And because the things are so tight as well, but like they're so tight, like they have it's very obvious, like they really need to like shut things down at a certain time. So they're just really trying to keep
Yes.
things on the flow. So like what we did was we did the parade, and I was like, okay, based off how everything's connected, we'll just cut through this way. And the cast members were like, go that way.
Yeah.
So we did a
They
whole
will.
circle
Yes.
just to get back. And so that completely messed up like the plan of just like getting through things easier. So we made it just in
Yeah.
time. Like I said, it was crowded, so it was just hard to get through. My mom
Yes.
was over everything. I was like, wait, but we gotta watch it. But no, I agree with that for fireworks.
Night times at Disney will make or break you. They really
Yeah.
will.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I will say overall for nighttime entertainment, I think Disney World does take it. I think it provides a better experience because once again, we also have Fantasmic where you can sit and it's like an actual
Oh,
show.
yes.
And then when you're
Well,
doing it at Disneyland, you're just standing around, just kind of, you know,
yeah.
you know,
I
uh,
plop myself.
roped off.
Yep.
Yeah.
I would say honestly, I think all entertainment in general, like live entertainment, Disney World has taken that
Yeah.
prize. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Disneyland has sacrificed a lot. Like, why did we get rid of Disney, Mickey and the Magic Map? Why did we get
That
rid
was a
of
good
Mickey and the Magic
show.
Map?
I did get to see that.
Why?
Yeah.
Yeah. The last time I went, I wasn't even appreciating it because it was so hot. I was just kind of like,
Mm.
and then I didn't know it was going to be taken from me.
Such a good show. Thank you for
It
reminding
was
me.
such a good
That was
show.
one of
They
those
had
shows.
such incredible performers.
Yeah.
And then we've had like a few things. They had a really cool Lion King one for a while. That was really, really nice.
Mhm.
Now they have Bluey.
Yes.
I don't know how good or how not good it is. It does feel very like Disney Junior-ish. So who knows? I'm
For
sure
the
it's
children.
wonderful for the kids.
Yeah.
But it's not the same caliber of show that we were getting with the Magic Map. And California doesn't really have a lot of like live entertainment. It has little tiny shows. Marvel, the Marvel campus,
Oh yeah.
Avengers campus does have occasional things here and there, but that has also been
Spider-Man.
winding down in the last few years.
Mm.
Yeah. So I think as a whole, it's Disney World because they have Beauty and the Beast. They have that Ariel show. They have the
Different show
stage
now
like
too.
yeah, they have the villain show now. They have the stage Finding Nemo one where I kind of have to close my eyes when Bruce comes near me.
And Indiana Jones.
They have Indiana Jones. They have their Fantasmic is so cool. It makes me so sad sometimes.
I love it. You have to hike to get there, but once you're there,
You do. But it's just such a great setup. And it's because of space. You're right. Like they learned from Disney that man bought a lot of stuff under a false name so no one could figure out what he was doing. And he got his territory. Like he got all of that land so that they can build and build and build. And you can tell they have that amphitheater and it's fantastic. But that boat is real wonky. They need to like fix it.
I will say, the boat for Disneyland, of course. I mean, this is also just like the regular boat they used to, yeah. And then they have the pirates scene, which I thought was really cool. We don't have the pirate scene for Disney World.
We alternate between Pirates and Peter Pan.
Oh, that's what it was. Sorry, that's what I mean. Yeah, with like, I'm thinking like Captain Hook. Yeah, it was Captain Hook and Peter Pan with like the pirate ship. Okay, but you're saying they alternate with like
well, that one changes every few years because it was Pirates or it was Peter Pan and then it was Pirates and now we're back to Peter Pan. Okay. So I don't know when they decide to swap them out if we will ever get another switch or not, but we've had both.
Okay, cool. No, yeah, that was a really cool scene that we don't get, but also like we get like freaking Aladdin flying around everywhere.
We get Moana,
and we have Moana. Yeah, we get a few different things. So I will say that is the preference there. Before in regards to any in regards to crowds and like logistics, as we've talked about it being busy. you have any hacks or strategies that you're like, these are the things that we do to get by?
I think single rider is really nice when you can do it.
Yeah.
Lately, a lot of people have been having the same opinion, specifically for the Space Mountain single rider. So Cassandra and I have not been on that in a hot minute. But I think game plan. Like you need to have your non-negotiables. Like you always need to do that. You need to make a list of non-negotiables, and then the things that you'd like are like the next level, the stuff that you're kind of like, it's cool if we get to this, but I don't really need to get to this. And then the stuff you're like, if we have time. And I think that helps a lot. I think just like if you can get Lightning Lane, I also think this is something that Disney World does much better. Like you guys kind of have it almost built into the system, no? When you get a ticket.
Oh, so you have to wait, but I do like the system better also.
Yeah.
So if you are on property, you can book your lightning lanes for your entire trip 7 days before. So it has to be 7 days before the start of your trip.
Yeah.
So it could literally be, for example, say I may get on property, for example, June 1st, but maybe I don't go to the park until like June 4th or 3rd. I still get to start booking 7 days before June 1st. But if you're not on property, it starts with the start of your ticket. So if your ticket, once again, for example, starts June 1st, you remember they give you a window. So you're like, if you have a 4-day park ticket, they give you, a 5-day period or something like that to use it. And so, or maybe it's like 6, but you could, whatever that start is, that's when 3 days before that. And so that's when you can sign up. So it's definitely better when you're on property, of course, but it's
Disneyland is like in the moment you're doing it, you're keeping track of it. And so like, that's also something some people have been commenting on is like how dependent you are on that phone while you are on the trip, because you have to do that so often. You have to keep checking things and everything. I am a person who is of the opinion that of course, I don't know the logistics, but Fast Pass was working. Why did we get rid of it?
For monies.
I understand.
Well, I understand. You don't have to understand. Because for me, they should have done it. But you know who messed it up? It was the other Bob when he came in, and they kept it.
Yep.
Because they were like, well, we have money now. Why take money away? But yeah, sorry if it was misunderstood. So you can't book all of your lightning lanes though. Like
you can't do that.
Yeah. So for Disney World, you can set up for 3, which is still 5 times better than Disneyland though, because at least you have 3 set up, and then the minute you scan, you can book another. But at Disneyland, you have a 2-hour period wait time.
You have either 2 hours, or you have the 2 hours, or you use it.
The thing
and
is,
if I am correct,
before, and I've modified, and they were like, "Well, because you modified, even though you scanned in for one." Yes, I was like, "That's so stupid."
It's so dumb.
I was like,
I believe this is the one thing I'm unclear on. I don't know if you have to be in the park.
You do
to start your planning. Yeah. I'm pretty sure you do.
Yeah.
So that's another thing too, where sometimes I'm just like,
yeah, literally, you scan into the park. That's what I did. I scanned into the park. I said, okay, we're walking to where we got to get to. I got to get these lightning lanes. So I was like, hold on, let me. And so that was also really stressful. And that was also really annoying about the whole modification thing, because, okay, you assign me at 8 a.m., but I'm like, hey, what if that 8 a.m. doesn't work? So I have to modify, and then it doesn't work. And then I scan it, and then now it's pushed back by 2 hours. Additionally, it was a whole thing. Like, yeah, I do prefer the Disney World system. And I know some people are like, Disneyland's not that hard. Y'all are just complaining. I'm like, no, it's
just dumb.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that it's hard. It's just that it's stupid. As you were doing it, you fully understand, like, this is a cash grab, because this is not for my convenience. This is not for my ease of experience. This is for is my $30-something going to be worth it? Or am I only going to use this 3 times because I'm here on a busy day and the big tickets are already gone?
Yeah, I think the keyword there is convenience. I think Disney World is a more convenient system. Disneyland is not as convenient, because the idea of the minute I scan into the park, I got to start figuring that out, and it can't already be set up before I come in is already a whole addition. And then on top of that, every 2 hours, then you got to remember to do it every 2 hours instead of just remembering to do it when you're already scanning in for one. And things like that. And sometimes, if you modify, then it changes the system, and it's just like it's more complicated. And so once again, some people say it's not as complicated, but I feel like compared to Disney World, they can make it a smoother experience where it doesn't have to be as, compared to like Disney World. Just it's simple. Did you scan in or not? But who cares about the 2-hour thing? Like, did you scan in or not?
Yep.
take a ride. Like that's it. I feel like all of those other ors and things like that could be removed. Moving on, the final round that you've prepared for. Even though.
Hey.
So y'all, I gave Sabrina these rapid fire questions.
Whoa.
Because she doesn't like them, and I know how she is. And these actually do need to be rapid fire, so that's good. Because
I just can't do rapid fire. Also, my sister backs me up. Some of these questions you asked are like impossible to answer quickly.
We've kind of discussed, so you kind of have like a pre-warm up.
I'm ready.
Okay, best Disney snack.
This is churro.
Churro, I agree. I would agree with churro or beignet. Yeah, best overall ride.
Pirates is the essential. That is where you're like, Disney, I'm at Disney. But it's Guardians. It's the Guardian Cosmic Rewind.
I agree with that.
Ride.
Yes.
That's right.
Most overrated ride.
Okay, not because of the ride, because of the line. Peter Pan.
I agree with the line-based reasoning. Yeah.
One of the worst lines.
It doesn't need to be that long, and the ride is really short. So we actually didn't end up riding that either. In February, yeah.
So hot.
The line at Disneyland also is just not
gross.
Yeah. The fact that it then gets to go through the castle is the whole thing. Yeah.
Space.
Yeah. Best park for food. You gotta talk about that.
I think I'm gonna have to go with you. I think I'm gonna have to do Animal Kingdom, because now that you've said it, I'm remembering all the different kinds of snacks we had, and yes.
So good. Yeah, I agree. Best park for vibes.
This is not something you sent me.
Oh, it wasn't on there? Oh. Well, here, best, I feel like this would be easy. But...
California.
Oh, okay.
California.
Yes.
California Adventures.
Because we kind of mentioned it already. Yeah, best park for vibes, I agree.
You find a bench in any of the lands.
Yeah.
You're good.
I think if you're going for Disney-specific vibes, I go for Magic Kingdom. But if you're going for general, like, chill vibes, I agree with California Adventure. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Must-do experience.
Phantasmic.
Yes.
Phantasmic.
I agree. Yeah. I don't think I would change that either. It's so good. Specifically Hollywood Studios.
Yes, but also just any and all of Phantasmic. I always get so nervous introducing people to it because I'm like, I cried the first time I saw it after COVID. It had been so long, and it was just such a that little man came up and he went bum 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 bum, and I was like, oh, I love it.
One thing you'd skip next time.
Kivana Holloway. You didn't send me any of these. No. I had a list. You didn't send me any of these. Something I'd skip. Shoot. At Disneyland, something I would skip.
You kind of mentioned it. You you don't go to Toontown.
Yeah, I guess Toontown, because it's only got the one thing for me. At Disney World, I could skip Hollywood Studios.
Oh, over Epcot.
Like if I had, yes, okay. It's because I love the World Showcase. I love the World Showcase so much. I am a person who likes to go from store to store to store. Yeah. So even though like I literally said 30 minutes ago, it's the best ride park overall. I can't with the heat.
Yes, that's fair.
I need them to plant trees.
Which probably won't happen. Yeah.
I need them to plant trees. It's not like Florida hasn't heard of trees.
And they don't have a lot of coverage too. The minute it rains, you're done.
Nothing.
I had to buy new Crocs.
Nothing.
Yeah. Okay, that's a good one. Okay, rope drop or stay till close. This is the last one.
So I'm a nighttime vibes because of the shows.
Okay, so you'd rather just go later, stay later.
Yes, but also situational.
Yes.
But yeah, nighttime. It's the shows. It's fantastic. That is where that answer comes from.
Yeah. For me, I'm both, just because I like to get full bang for buck, which makes sense just because I'm not like.
That's not an option. I'm sorry. You
That
have to
is an
pick one or the
option.
other. That's what I was told. That's what I was told when I asked this question 2 nights ago.
I said I was gonna say both. I said I was gonna say both. But
yeah,
if it
I'm
was
also
one or the other, I once again, like you said, it's situational. I do like rope drop because it's quieter before the park
it's so
gets
beautiful
more, it's more
early in the
peaceful.
morning.
Like you can really hear the birds chirping, versus everything else in the mist. But I agree. I usually stay for the shows. Like there's not like the shows must be a thing. But I usually do both. Yeah. Which is a lot to be there all day.
Listen, that's me. Like at Disney World, it's that's what we did every single time. Like, because I don't get to go often. Disneyland is only different now because I get to go so often. If it was just me, I'd probably do more rope drop by myself, but it's not. And I have someone who is currently still in bed who accompanies me all the time. So we are not.
You got to match.
Often rope droppers.
Yeah. That makes sense. That makes sense. Alrighty then. That was the final thing.
Okay. I have like 4 responses that you did not even ask me.
Wait, what did I miss?
You sent me underrated gem, best park for first timers, best park for adults, go-to drinks.
I don't know how that happened. My apologies. Okay, go ahead and drop that. I have my list and I don't know.
I'm ready, and you're hitting me with like, what would you skip? I'm like, what?
Where did that come from? Wait, okay, sorry. Go ahead, answer those.
Underrated gem is Tiki Room. Now you're on the rapid fire. What's your underrated gem?
Carousel of Progress. I can do a rapid fire.
Yeah. Best park for first timers.
Wait, what's your answer though?
Mine is Disney because it's the OG.
Okay.
Like, I don't think it's for the ease, but just because if you only get one, that's the one I'm going to say.
I would say in similarity, but for me, Magic Kingdom, like that counts. And you go and the show starts. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Best park for adults, Epcot. The drinkies.
Yeah, but if you're not I know. Like I eat around the world too, so for the food, a lot it is the adult part. Like when you go to
it's not
mainly adults versus kids.
It is not catered to children in the slightest.
Exactly. So I would agree with that for just like general context for sure. But I think if you're really trying to go for rides a bit more, then it'd probably Hollywood Studios.
Oh yes, correct. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. Go-to drink.
For me,
mine is the cold brew.
Look, oh yes, you did say. Mm-hmm. For me, it's technically a drink still, but the Dole Whip drinky float that I was talking to you about, that was just really
good. It's a refresher.
Yeah, exactly. That like when it's hot, oh my gosh, that fire.
Have you had the mint julep?
Which one? Oh, mint julep? Yes. Mm-hmm. But for me, it's just like, okay. But I agree. Days, we had it. Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Yeah. Well, no, I agree. My bad. I don't know how that happened. I guess I changed my docs.
No, you went, I'm going to throw Sabrina off.
But you still did pretty good.
Thanks.
Okay, listeners out there, let us know your thoughts on all of the Disney stuff and Disney thoughts we dropped today. I'd love to hear what your takes are on Disneyland versus Disney World, California Adventures, or the other parks like Epcot, Animal Kingdom, Hollywood Studios, etc. Make sure you are staying on top of Introvert Social Hour, whether it's Instagram, TikTok, etc. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure you're following the podcast, and then make sure you can check up on seeing what Sabrina's doing. Catch it in the description of this episode. Get some sunshine, get some air. Have an amazing week. And I'll see you next week on Introvert Social Hour. Bye.